What's that? Good. Hey guys, I'm Patrick. I so for my project, I basically wanted to learn more about the blockchain. So I set about trying to create like a simple clone of just like the data structure that underpins Bitcoin. So to demonstrate this, basically what I did is I set up a server, and I'm just going to run like multiple instances of that server to simulate the like decentralized notion of the blockchain. So I'm just going to run, call each server a node. Oops. Okay, so now we have 4 nodes running. So I will show you. So each one will have an instance of the blockchain. And right now they're not connected. So what I did is I set up a route on the back end to basically register each node in the network. So we can use Postman to do that. So we're just going to tell one of the nodes that we're going to tell node 3001 that 3002 exists. We're going to tell it that 3003 exists. 3004 exists. So what's happening here is it's just broadcasting these nodes to the rest of the network. So now when we go back to each, we should see that node 1 is now aware of all of the other nodes in the network. Node 2 similarly, so we could just refresh all those. So now, like, if we were on a given instance of a node, then we could mine a new block. So now we have a new block in the blockchain, and then that's going to broadcast it to all the nodes in the network. So now we have basically on each one a record of the same block that was just mined. And the reward for mining a block is that the node that mined it is rewarded with a certain amount of Bitcoin. And so then another thing we could do is we could broadcast a transaction to the entire network. So if I wanted to reward this first node with more Bitcoin or send it from that node to a different address, then I could just do that. So now each of the nodes are going to have a record of a new transaction. And what's going on in the background is each of these nodes is independently verifying that like each block has the right data and is hashing to. So basically, if like I tried to send an incorrect amount of Bitcoin, or it was an incorrect had an incorrect information for a previous block, then it wouldn't accept that. So if I mine a new block, it will record that transaction's pending. Now it has a record of that in a new block. And then the last thing I just want to quickly show, if I have time, is so if I were to now add a new node, so say there was like a new server that wanted to participate in this blockchain, I could run a new node. Okay, it's oh, you got the CD. All right. Well, basically, what I was going to show is that if I register a new node, then I have like a consensus algorithm to show. It'll basically take the longest blockchain that's existing in the network, and so it will have a record of that automatically without needing to have every transaction like go through and process it. So yeah, that's my Stackathon.